Happy June! It is time for month 6 of my randomized TBR challenge. I can't believe it is June and I'm wearing a fleece shirt. That's climate change for you. But we're not here to talk about the horrors of climate change. We're here to talk about books. So I'm assuming by this point you all know the drill. Gonna roll for a random book on my bookshelves and we're gonna read it this month in a month. So let's start by rolling for my bookshelf. Okay, 3. Thank goodness we are not going back to the nonfiction shelf. I think I'm running out of nonfiction books to read, and patience as well. But 3, that is my tall bookshelf. Last time we got there was for a mystery novel. So let's see what we get this time. Okay, so a 15 and a 6. So that gives us to 21. So let's go and count out 21 books. All right, we're back at the tall shelf again. And we're going to count out 21 books. All right, so let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. The Tenant of Wildfell Hall by Anne Brontë. All right, The Tenant of Wildfell Hall. So this is our first classic book of the year, which, I mean, we're about halfway through the year, so, you know, we're getting to one classic. That's exciting. It is a bit longer and a bit more dense, so I can't put it off like I did last month. I'm gonna have to really try and get through this one, but I'm looking forward to it. I do love the Brontë sisters, and I think that Anne Brontë is an underrated Brontë sister. I don't think she gets the credit that she deserves. All right, so let's dive right in, and hopefully I get this done a bit more timely than the last month. I know that this video is not going to be for everyone. Some people are going to hear what this random book of the month is and immediately decide they're not interested because they don't like classics. If you're someone who does not like classics but you decide to stick around, I appreciate you taking a chance on this, and maybe I can change your mind. The Tenant of Wildfell Hall follows farmer Gilbert Markham as he begins a friendship with the young single mother Helen Graham, who has moved into Wildfell Hall with her young son Arthur. When rumors start circulating that her husband is not dead and her son's father is one of the local men, Helen reveals her true history to Gilbert, taking control of the narrative to tell the story. I don't want to reveal what her story is because I think finding out her story through her diary entries is part of the experience. What I will say is this story deals with very modern problems in a very progressive way. Issues of infidelity and spousal abuse, as well as the questioning of single mothers' ability and right to take care of their children, are a big part of this story. This book also takes on a more feminist route of defending a woman's right to escape her husband to protect herself and her child. As someone with a lot of knowledge on the Victorian period and the kinds of laws that were being passed at this time to protect wives and children, this book feels ahead of its time and somehow modernly topical. I don't know if I would suggest this for your first classic, since it is a bit longer with a mixed up timeline. But I wanted to use this video to show you how important classic novels are. Anne Brontë is by far the least known Brontë sister, and yet this text feels so impactful, yet gentle and loving. I didn't know what to expect with this novel. But what I found was a tragic character who I really enjoyed, and a story which I can't believe hasn't been adapted into a period piece. I mean, seriously, this book is so well suited to be accepted by present-day audiences. And that is The Tenant of Wildfell Hall by Anne Brontë. I really enjoyed this book. I didn't know what to expect when I was going into it. I knew it was an Anne Brontë novel. I knew that it was kind of ahead of its time and, deals with these really heavy topics in a way that really gives the woman some power to protect herself and her child. But other than that, I did not know anything about it, and I really enjoyed it. I think a lot of times classic novels can be kind of intimidating, and I hope that this video will show you that they don't have to be that intimidating. I know it looks thick. I know the pages look like there's a lot of words on them, but it deals with stuff that is very modern. And if you can look past the language and really take some time to get used to what is being said, I think you'll find that even in this period of time, even in the Regency period, even in the Victorian period, they were dealing with a lot of the same things that we're dealing with today. And it can be really, really impactful to look at the conversations that were being had, the way that they connect the conversations we're having today, and the way that they've evolved since then. All right, guys, that is it for me this month. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you all next month for our next randomized TBR book review. It's gonna be exciting. Let's see what we get. We're halfway through the year, guys, so let's see what happens. If you want to see my next randomized book review, then you can stick around, hit that subscribe button, and you'll be notified when my next video comes out. And I will be having, of course, another video in the middle of July coming out as well. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see all of you lovely people in the next video. Bye!